guys, good morning, day 3, Kangaroo Island. Excuse my bedhead, I've literally just woken up, made myself a morning coffee. Let's have a look at the view from this room. Balcony, pretty cool. And that's the view over American Bay, they call it. Looks like a pretty good day. There's some cloud around, but looks like sort of that light, fluffy stuff. Still chilly though, still got a chill in that air, that's for sure. But very bright. Oh, you know, I've got to well adjust, and we'll go and get some breakfast and go and do some exploring of this beautiful Kangaroo Island. Sorry about the noise, some truck just backed up as I started recording. Anyway, breakfast had, just about to get on the bike. Sky's clearing up, which is nice. Some blue sky going on. So let's go and check out some of Kangaroo Island. I'm so pumped. Let's cruise. American Bay. Beautiful wide roads, just gorgeous. No traffic jams on Kangaroo Island. Great, this is like a little, I guess, highway, I guess, if you want to call it that. 100km/h speed zone. Some interesting stats on Kangaroo Island that actually blew my mind a little bit. And as I read yesterday, apparently it takes about 2 hours to drive from one end of the island to the other. So yeah, I'm not giving it the complete sign off yet, but first impressions arriving yesterday and this morning, got a beautiful day. I'm very impressed. It is quite chilly. That's where we're heading, to Kingscote. Wow. Check out that watercolor. Well, this is Kingscote. What a beautiful part of the world. How many times am I going to say this, you reckon? I reckon we do a count on beautiful, stunning, amazing, all of these words. But look at the colour of the water, as I was showing you before. It's just absolutely, find another word, Dino, almost turquoise. There you go, that's another word for you. quiet and pristine. Yeah.
Slowly growing within me, like a thunder breaks a tree. Oh my, makes me crazy. My body aches and my mind's lazy. My head feels weird, I'm feeling numb. I should stop waiting for you down, but I'm scared when you're not around, 'cause we have these special bonds. And
I just had a thought that I wanted to share with you actually. You know, it's quite lovely. I've had a lot of people ringing in and just checking on me and making sure I'm okay, which is really nice. But I just, and people say, you know, I'm telling people I'm going on tour next week or I'm going on a ride. People say, oh, you know, who are you going with? I'm going on my own. And the look in their face or the comment that people make, it's very interesting. People find it quite bizarre, quite strange that, you know, you would travel so far, you know, and let's face it, when you're doing trips that are 2,000 or 3,000 kilometres and more on your own, that's a long trip. You know, I know that there's guys out there that are doing 10,000k trips and stuff like that. I mean, that's mammoth. But 2,000-3,000 k's or more, they're big trips. To do it on your own, you know, it's an interesting response from people. You know, I don't think many people would do it. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. But one thing I can say is this, and that is number one is safety. Yeah, so you got to make sure you're safe. Obviously, mobile phone, make sure you've got connectivity, make sure whoever your telco is, you've got coverage. If that's international in Australia, you're probably going to be fine. If you're going to some remote areas, you know, I've got an EPIRB that I carry with me. That was about $400 or $500, good investment. And it just lives in my tour pack in case I get into trouble and I don't have phone service. But other than that, stay in constant contact with family, let them know where you are, where you're heading, you know. But here's the challenge. The challenge is get to know yourself. That's the challenge. You know, because spending time with yourself and motorcycle riding is just so beautiful for it, because you get rid of all the noise, all the busy day-to-day stuff that's going on in your life, and just get that wind and breeze in your face. As you know, I don't need to tell you you're riding bikes yourself, right? But try going on tour. Try going on tour and give yourself that time, and maybe start off small. Do a 2-day tour to start with, you know, and then build it up to a 3 or 4 day and see how you feel about it all. But you know, you got your down times or bored times where I'll listen to music or podcasts. You know, I love crime series. I'm a crime fanatic, you know, investigations and crime fanatic. So I find all the podcasts for that and I'll listen to those guys, you know, because music does get a little bit monotonous hour after hour. And then a lot of the time it's just me and the bike. The sound of the motor, fresh air, taking in the scenery, some wildlife you see from time to time, you know, and just really enjoying your time, you know. A lot of self-talking going on. People say you're crazy, you're self-talking. No, you're not. It's actually very healthy. So yeah, get to know yourself is the challenge on your motorcycle. How wonderful is that? But be safe about it. Be safe. Don't go rogue. Be safe. So anyway, that's enough. That's my not omen, that's my can't even think of the word. This is what I was talking about. You come around every bend and you get another surprise of beauty. What's the word for that? That is epic. Not great, but it'll do. I just stopped and had a beautiful meat pie and a coffee at the Rabbit Warren Bakery in Kingscote. Recommend that. We're heading over to the Flinders Ranges National Park. Unbelievably, it's an hour and 20-minute ride. Told you it was a big island. And yeah, just got a couple of little drops of rain, but it's a bit sporadic because there's still blue sky everywhere. So I think we should be good on these beautiful, open roads here of Kangaroo Island. And I don't know if I'm missing something, but I really don't know why I'm not seeing more motorcyclists here. I would have thought this is a motorcycle heaven or haven for us guys on two wheels. Lady said to me at the hotel it's because there's so much wildlife and kangaroos and stuff like that jumping around. Well, I guess that might be the case, but two things, I guess, maybe just stay off the road very early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Generally around this time of day, you're pretty good. Alright, let's power up. Like every good tourist should. The obligatory photo, just to remind us of where we are.
Too many days in the darkness, without a glimpse of the light. Running tired and broken and scared, but I swear I'll never give up the fight. I see you broken and beat, head pulled down over your eyes. Every part of you wants to surrender, but darling, you were meant to survive. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head. With every star, we are born again. Open your heart, spend less time in your head.
It must be peak hour. Damn. This is absolute riding Mecca. Mecca. There's a word. Riding heaven. One car every 20 minutes. I guess depending on when you're coming, but you know what? Right now, one car every 20 minutes. I just did a shoot in the middle of the road that you guys will see, or may have seen depending on where I insert it in the video. And I didn't move that bike once. There was a number of takes done. Just awesome. If you don't get your bike down here, come with your mates, do what I did and do it on your own. You're mad. You're mad. That's all I can say. Honestly, it takes you about 5 minutes for you to stop out here. Anywhere when you're in the bush. Oh shit, there's a car. Wow. It's like seeing wildlife. Seeing a car out here. Amazing. Quick, get your camera out. Hello, car. Wow. Like I said, one every 20 minutes. Amazing. You stop for about, it takes about 10 minutes, not even, probably 6-7 minutes depending where you are for the flies to find out you're here. And then they ring all their mates and they're like, hey, there's something alive that's rocked up in a leather jacket on a motorcycle. Let's go and piss him off. Yeah, alright, I'm here. Alright, now what? Just walking up here to show you the signs. Cape Border and Pandana. Kingscote is where we were, where I was before, and Flinders Chase, that's the entrance to the national park that I've just been for a spin through. intersection. So good. So good. Ah.
Sunlight in my cell. I wonder if the crew all made it out. Throw dust into the wind. If I survive, I'll probably try again. Sometimes all those eyes want you to give it up, up, up. Don't keep me waiting. Someday every card you got is not enough, up, up. Through the bars and past my sins, magnolia bushes blowing in the wind. Holes busting through that door. My brother on a lawman's favorite horse. He said as long as you're alive, should we ride? Sometimes all those eyes want you to give it up, up, up. Don't keep me waiting. Someday every card you got is not enough, up, up. Don't keep me waiting. How many days in a western town? How many bullets in the chamber now? Sometimes the world don't know, they wake it up, up, up. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting. Don't keep me waiting.
Dead set. What the hell? Just came around the corner, there was a bird in the middle of the road. He's seen me, shit himself naturally and jumped up to take off. Had done a massive crap as he's done it, which landed straight into my eyes. Thanks, pal. I guess he won. So I've got 26 kilometers to empty, and I had about 19 k's to my hotel. So here's the part about being on a remote place where planning comes into effect. Now I would have made it back to the hotel, but the trouble is where I'm staying there's no service stations. So I would have got up tomorrow morning and had about 5 or 6 k's left, and we would have been a little bit of trouble. So I'm backtracking to Kingscote, and I'm going to fill the tank up and then head back. Now that might seem like absolute common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people get themselves in trouble without thinking ahead like that. So it's not necessarily is it going to get you to where you're going to go, but is there fuel there, and are you going to be able to get out of there again tomorrow? Anyway, there's lesson 1 out of the way. You've all been good children. Class dismissed. It's so difficult to capture, you know, this entire place. It really is. It's just get here. Get here. Make it. Put it on your agenda and get here is my best advice. Choose the right time. Obviously, the summer months. You know, during winter, I can imagine it'd be quite cold, I would think, but the summer months, you know, just absolutely magic. and I've really got a plan where I'm going next, because I don't actually really have a plan for that. But we're going to work it out, and it's going to be awesome, whatever it looks like. The plan was to get to Kangaroo Island, and you know what, I did that in 2 days, so really now there's so many options from here, so I'm just going to work that out. We'll talk through it tonight when I get back to the hotel and work out the next step. But I'm just in awe. I can't talk about Kangaroo Island enough. It is a motorcycle mecca. It is just a haven. Car every 20 minutes, great sealed roads, beautiful scenery. Is there any other criteria? I don't know if there's any other criteria, really, is there? You know, this is it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I could actually stay here. I literally could probably stay here for a week. Relax, unwind, have some time on the bike, time off the bike. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to be back, that's for sure. So these are the surprises I'm talking about. Check this out. Alright, so I've been sitting here racking my brain trying to work out where to go tomorrow. A little bit unplanned, but obviously the mission, as I was saying, was to get to Kangaroo Island, and I've done that. I did that in 2 days. So I'm here, had a beautiful day touring today, but where to tomorrow? So I'm on a 10 o'clock ferry, put me back in the mainland at Cape Jarvis at 11. It's only about an hour, 50 minutes. What I'm thinking is to try and have a more direct route home. Let's do a recap of where we've been so far and what we've done and what the journey home is going to look like. That blue line, let me just give you a bit of an overview. That's Australia. We're focusing down here on this southeast coast. That's where I live. This was day one, all the way to Hay, where I spent the first night. As it says by Google, 742 k's. Yeah, that's probably about right. So there's a look at what day two looked like from Hay. So I did a total, and that is right actually, it was 792 kilometres I did. So that is actually very accurate. It was 792 k's on the bike. So that's from Hay all the way down through here, and then all the way to Kangaroo Island. Tomorrow I'm going to Bendigo. Don't know why, but I've never been to Bendigo. Let's go and check it out. Alright, so that's going to be it's a 750k day, and I don't know if I'm actually biting off more than I can chew here, but I am going to do my best because I'm not getting in to here until about 11 a.m. so it's going to be quite a late start because I'm on the 10 a.m. boat. So 11 a.m. and then from here, boom. Unless I make a call and see if I can get on the earlier one. I think Thursday I'm going to have a quieter one. I might just ride up to Wagga, stay the night in Wagga. I like Wagga, it's quite a lovely place. And then I'll belt it home from Wagga. It's about a 400 kilometre day from Bendigo to Wagga. So that's the plan. That's the plan, to get me back to Sydney by next couple of days, and then we'll do some vlogging along the way and see what adventures come across our path. And yeah, but so chuffed. I mean, the pinnacle, this is the pinnacle, Kangaroo Island. You know, I would have loved to have stayed longer, really. I just wish I had more time. But yeah, beautiful. Recommend it. You've heard me say 100 times. All right, let's do some editing. I'm going to have some dinner, hit the sack, and actually I might make a call and see if I can get on an earlier boat ride across to the mainland. That'll make life a bit easier tomorrow if I can do that. So I'll see how I go with that. Ciao, see you tomorrow.